Welcome back my students and my viewers as well. Today in this video we will study about history chapter number 4, tribal Tikus and the golden age, and in this we are going to study about our last topic, that is totally about Birsa Munda. So let's study about him one by one. Birsa was born in 15 November 1875 in Ulihatu, Chota Nagpur, Bengal Presidency. Sugna Munda was his father's name and Karmi Hatu his mother's name. Although this knowledge was not given in book, but I am providing you. Next is about he was an Indian tribal freedom fighter, religious leader and folk hero who belonged to the Munda tribe. Now somewhere in book it was given that he born in mid 1870s, but somewhere it was very appropriately given that he was born on 15th November 1875. Now we will talk about the title of the book, that is Golden Age. Now what do you mean by golden age? According to Birsa Munda's vision of golden age, it was a Satyug, that means the age of truth. Another meaning of golden age is when Mundas would live a good life, construct embankments, tap natural springs, plant trees and orchards, practice cultivation to earn their living. That is all about a beautiful age where they were doing everything for themselves. Now Birsa also wanted people to once again work on their land, settle down and cultivate their fields, which was they were unable to do because of the Britishers. Now such a vision appealed to the people of the region because they were very much eager to lead a free life. They had got fed up with colonial forest laws and the restrictions that were imposed on them. जैसे मैंने आपको बताया वो सब बहुत fed up हो चुके थे, वो follow नहीं करना चाहते थे कोई भी forest laws को, इसलिए उनको बिरसा की जो visions थे बहुत appealing लग रहे थे. Now Birsa Munda was an Indian tribal freedom fighter who belonged to the Munda Adivasi tribe. Now they are talking about from where he come from, that is a Adivasi tribe. Now the tribals revolt that held between 18th to 19th centuries. The reasons of the anger of the tribals against the Tikus can be the Britishers extended their control over all forest. हमने देखा था कि उन्होंने reserved कर दिए थे forest को and declared the forest was state property. Some forests were classified as reserved. In these forests, they were not allowed to move freely, practice jhum cultivation or collect fruits and hunt animals. Now I have given some example जो भी tribal rebellion उस समय आए थे. Now Birsa's vision of golden age में हम देखेंगे that how he learned about this. When Mundas lived a good life, they constructed everything related to the nature. They want to settle down and want to work on their land once again. This is all about the age of the golden time period, and he heard from his Sirdars. Now he was born in poor family. As a result, he traveled from place to place when he was young for work. He studied in a school run by Jaipal Nag. Munda was a very sharp student. Okay, so what happened? Jaipal suggested him to attend German mission school, for which he was converted to Christianity and named Birsa David. But soon he left and argued with the father for conversion into Christianity. वो बहुत लड़े थे कि मेरे को conversion नहीं करवाना, but फिर भी उनका नाम बिरसा दाविड कर दिया गया था. Now Birsa Munda's uprising. अब कैसे ये सबके सामने आए? By 1890s, the Adivasi tribe of Chota Nagpur under Birsa's influence revolted against the British government and landlords who had forcefully taken the lands of tribal people and used to suppress them. उन पे दबाव बनाते थे. He recommended that the tribal people who had converted to Christianity कैन रिटर्न टू देयर ओरिजिनल रिलीजियस सिस्टम। उनका ये सबको सुझाव था कि सब अपने जो रिलीजन्स हैं आप वापस अपने रिलीजन्स में वापस जा सकते हैं। नाउ दिस इज एक्सट्रैक्ट फ्रॉम द बुक ऑफ द कॉर्नरस्टोन, that he saw his Sirdars, that means his leaders, that they are urging people to revolt against the oppressive British Raj। वो देखते थे कि सब जो हैं ब्रिटिशर्स के खिलाफ रिवॉल्ट करते थे। सिरदार्स गोल्डन एज के बारे में बात करते थे जिस समय डिकूज जो थे वो आउटसाइडर्स थे। They said that a time would come when the ancestral right of the community would be restored। उनका ये कहना था कि एक ऐसा समय वापस आएगा जब हमारी प्रॉपर्टी पे हमारा दोबारा से हक होगा। बिरसा मुंडा wanted to bring in major social reforms to the tribal society। His movement aimed at reforming the tribal society, और वो सब कुछ बदल देना चाहते थे। वो चाहते थे wanted to remove the evils of drinking liquor। कोई भी शराब ना पिए, performing sacrifices of animal, ना ही कोई animals की बलि चढ़ाए, worship of evil spirits, ना ही कोई ऐसी बुरी आत्माओं को पूजे। He totally opposed foreign influences that interfered with the traditional culture of the tribals। ना ही वो ये चाहते थे, वो बिल्कुल oppose करते थे, खिलाफ रहते थे किसी भी foreign influence को जिससे उनके ट्रेडिशनल कल्चर का खात्मा होता हो। He died in cholera in 1900। इसके बारे में हम बाद में देखेंगे। Now we will study about how Birsa was influenced with Christianity। As we know that he was studying in a local missionary school। There he must have listened to the sermons of missionaries। sermons होते हैं बेटा जो उपदेश, क्रिश्चियनिटीज में भी उपदेश दिए जाते हैं, ये उनको सुनते थे। उनको सुन के भी इनको ये विश्वास आता था कि वो अपने किंगडम को दोबारा हासिल कर सकते हैं, टू अटेन द किंगडम ऑफ हेवन एंड रीगेन देयर लॉस्ट राइट्स। और जो जो चीज़ें वो खो चुके हैं वो सब उनको दोबारा मिल सकती हैं। एक तरीके से ये ट्राइबल लोगों के भगवान ही थे। नाउ वी विल स्टडी अबाउट इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ हिंदुज़म। इनके ऊपर हिंदुज़म का क्या प्रभाव पड़ा। अपॉर्चुनिटी टू लिव विद द प्रोमिनियंट वैष्णव प्रीचर। इनको एक वैष्णव प्रीचर, जो वैष्णव एक कास्ट होती है उसमें उनके साथ इनको एक प्रीचर मिले जिनके साथ ये रहे। ही स्टार्टेड वियरिंग द सेक्रेड थ्रेड। फिर ये एक पवित्र धागा पहनते थे। ही लर्न टू वैल्यू द इम्पॉर्टेंस ऑफ प्योरिटी एंड पाइटी इन थॉट्स ऑफ डीड। और इनको ये कुछ वैल्यूज सीखने को मिली, बिल्कुल प्योर सच्ची वैल्यूज और अच्छे अच्छे जो डीड हम करते हैं, पाप पुण्य की जो चीज़ें हम करते हैं। नाउ बिरसा's प्रीचिंग। फिर बिरसा ने अपनी प्रीचिंग्स लोगों को उपदेश देने स्टार्ट करे। It can be said that Birsa was deeply influenced by many schools of thoughts। During his growing up years, he wanted to reform the tribal society। He urged fellow Mundas to give up drinking liquor or witchcraft or sorcery। Okay, Birsa Munda urged his followers to recover their glorious past। वो जो golden age था, the age of truth, सतयुग, ये उसको वापस लाना चाहते थे। During the सतयुग the Mundas lived a good life, क्योंकि उस समय इनकी सबसे खुशहाल जिंदगी बिता रहे थे। Constructed embankments, tapped natural springs, planting trees and orchards, practiced cultivation to earn their living। ये सब हम पढ़ चुके हैं, वो ये सब वापस चाहते थे। They did not kill their brethren and relatives but lived honestly। और सच्चाई के साथ ही अपना जीवन बिताना चाहते थे। Now what is the reaction of Britishers? The political aim of Birsa's movement was a matter of concern for the Britishers। अब Britishers को इनसे असर पड़ने लगा था क्योंकि ये सबको इन्फ्लुएंस आसानी से कर पा रहे थे। बिरसा wanted to drive out the missionaries, money lenders, Hindu landlords and the government। जितने भी डिकूज थे हमारे, ये उन सबको बाहर निकाल देना चाहते थे। He understood that these were the cause of the sufferings of the Mundas। क्योंकि ये समझ चुके थे इन्हीं की वजह से मुंडास को सफ़र करना पड़ रहा है। The aim of this movement was to set up a Munda Raj with Birsa as its head। इन बिरसा इनके हेड रहेंगे और ये मुंडा राज अपनाएंगे। Now what happened in the end of Birsa movement? Birsa was arrested in 1895 और इनको 2 साल की सज़ा हुई। इनको 1897 में छोड़ दिया गया. He started to spread his ideas again. ये फिर से अपने ideas spread करने लगे. People begin attacking anything associated with outsiders. और लोगों को जो भी मिलता था वो outsiders पे उनसे attack कर देते थे. After the death of Birsa, the movement fizzled out. मगर इनकी death के बाद सब movement जो थी वो एकदम से finished off हो गई. The importance of this movement lies in the fact that it forced the British rulers to change the laws to suit the Britishers. Now on June 9, 1900, तो इनकी डेथ की बात की जाती है. At a young age of just 25, he died in Ranchi jail. British government declared that he died of cholera, but actually he died of slow poison. ये नहीं था कि वो कॉलेरा से उनकी मृत्यु हुई, बल्कि सच्चाई है कि उनको स्लो पॉइजन दिया गया था, जिसके बारे में कभी किसी को पता नहीं चला. After independence, Birsa Institute of Technology, Ranchi's Birsa Munda Airport etc. has been named after him. His portrait hangs in Central Hall of Indian Parliament. आप ये सब देख सकते हैं उनके नाम पे क्या क्या चीज़ें बनी. And the last, I just wanted to say that he was a very great leader, equal to the God, and we are thankful to him. Thank you so much, everyone.